Hello friends, welcome to my channel Fitness and Diet. By the heading itself you might have known that what is this video all about. So we would be comparing whey protein as well as the protein that we get from an egg source. Okay, there will be a total 7 factors. I will be differentiating both the things with the 7 factors. I have wrote all the 6, 7th I would be discussing after the completion of 6th one. The first factor is price factor. As you all might have known that the whey protein compared to that of an egg is costlier, very costlier, and these eggs are very much cheap compared to that of an whey. Obviously, in the price factor, I would give whey egg protein as 1 point, and for the whey I would give a 0. It's very much costlier than that of an egg. Now talking about availability, both the things are available, Sarah, in your shop as well as you could order the whey protein online, and every shop you get eggs. So the availability factor for both the things are same. So I would give it 1 point, and for that of a eggs also I would give a 1 point. Now talking about digestion, after consumption of a whey and after consumption of an egg, both the things. Now what about digestion? Whey protein is digest faster than that of an egg, but eggs also digest. Both the things are digestible. So for both the things, I would give 1 point. If suppose you get an whey, it might digest after 10 to 15 minutes, and after the gap of certain 15 to half an hour, eggs also digest. That's the only time difference that both the things have. Now talking about efforts, if efforts is the point to be considered by myself, I would really go for the whey, because I just have to take this one scoop in water and just shake and have my source. But for eggs, I have to take eggs, I have to boil them, I have to wait till it cool down, then I have to remove that cover, then I have to remove that egg, and then I have to remove that yellow part. Or suppose if you have yellow, then also it takes a long procedure and long time to compare to that of an whey. So in this case, efforts, I would give egg 0 and whey 1. Talking about source, in some of the countries eggs are considered vegetarian, while in some other countries like India eggs are considered non-vegetarian. If for an Indian person, if you compare this with this, eggs are non-veg considered in India. Okay, so a vegetarian person can't have this egg source if we really want to build this body to a huge extent. So an Indian will consider a whey, and vegetarian will consider whey compared to that of an egg. So in this point also, whey gets 1 point and egg gets 0 point. Now talking about biological value. First of all, the term biological value. Okay, what do you mean by that? If you consume certain food in your body and that food enter your body and it is completely absorbed by your body, if that thing is completely absorbed, it has a high biological value. If certain food has 100 biological value, it is said that it is best because it is absorbed totally. So the biological value of egg is 100 and that of a biological value of whey is 104. So there is not much difference. Okay, the only 4 points are difference of in both the things is only 4. So both the thing get 1 point. One extra thing for this, if it's in isolate, hydrolyze will have higher biological value compared to the concentrate will have less biological value than this. So we are just comparing eggs and whey, so we give 1 point. Now the seventh factor and the most important factor that I'm considering is I consider is the guarantee. Now talking about whey and eggs, I don't think any company will guarantee me that this scoop will guaranteed have 24 grams of protein. I don't think. If it might have, or it might have less than 24 grams of protein, I can't say that. But talking about eggs and very natural source, it has guarantee that it will have 4 grams of protein. So in guaranteed factor, if you go for a guarantee factor, I would give way not I'm not giving it 0, but I would give it 1 for guarantee factor. Way I give you 1. If I give way 1 point, then I would give 2x. Now we would see the total 1 2 3 4 5 and plus one of this guarantee factor. 1, 2, 3, 4 and plus 2. So total is almost same. Now consider the factor that you consider. Now give these factors ascending order according to your requirement. If you have lots of dollars in your pocket, go for the way. I'm not saying that this is best or this is best, but considering the factors that you consider at the topmost level, go for the, if you have price factor, if you have no tension about the dollars in your pocket, go for the way available. Both the things are available. Digestion, it will be digested faster compared to that of an egg, but both the things are digestible. Efforts, obviously efforts, while efforts you will go for the whey protein. Source, if you're vegetarian, go for this, because whey is something that a vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian both the person consumes. Biological value, both the things have the same biological value, almost same, 100 and 104. For the guarantee factor, if I would consider, I would prefer X in the guarantee factor compared to that of a whey protein. So this was all about the comparison of whey and eggs. Further, I have certain videos in which I would be explaining whey and about the charts that it displays, all the things you will get an information about that whey, whether it's we should have concentrate, hydrolyze or something like that. I would be giving certain biological values of certain food items that we consume like beans, soya beans, eggs and various other vegetables. I would be delivering the biological value of that things. This was all for the comparison of eggs and whey protein. Now you consider what are the factors that you consider at the topmost level and at the bottom of the level, and by that you can choose between these, or you can have both the things, no problem. For this video I'm very much thankful. Thank you.